So today is January 13th, 2023. And so I was speaking with Darlington Moses on Twitter. He has written a book on this targeting of star seeds. And so he was just giving me some advice and some insight into all the star seeds and targeting and all this. And he says that there is nobody like God, and so you be your own God, and so I was just saying in my mind, he said, like, practice that. So I was just saying in my mind that I'll be my own God. And I was cooking. I was just prepping something. I was chopping vegetables, right? And here is what they gave me, a little bit of um, cut. And it was, I washed my hands right now, so it's not that visible. You can see a little bit of red. It's very light, so it's very subtle. It wasn't a big cut like this, but they did give me anything on middle finger on right hand, it means like fu, right? So when I was like practicing what he was saying, yeah, they gave me this little red mark and it started to burn at the same time. So yeah, and I figured, I'm like, that is not right, because if there is devil and Satan, Lucifer, fallen angel, and if it's written in Bible that he was fallen by Jesus Christ, now how come Jesus Christ doesn't exist, or for that reason any other God doesn't exist? I'm like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. To write something like Bible or even Hindu scriptures or anything, I don't believe it requires too much of mental ability, to even write those kind of scriptures. So anyways, I definitely do not believe in that, and obviously that this really didn't work. So they really wanted to say F you, like when I was saying, like, oh, I'll be my own God. So they didn't like it. So now they want to make issue, and because I was transferring the videos now, in morning, I was on phone with my mother for quite some time. She was in India and she's about to leave, so I was with her. And so anyways, after that I got some time to come and transfer the videos. So again, and then I spoke with my mother-in-law, even she's in India. So then it was almost 1:15 p.m. again, and by the time 1:45 p.m. And then I think about my hubby already came home early, and so I was preparing his fruit and fruit juice and all that, and I think I was almost 2:15, 2:30 when I sat to have my own lunch. And again, it was the same lasagna left over, and I was just eating that. And again, they did the same thing. They put one granule of that stone kind of filling that I always have in my mouth, again to make issue about that. And then when I was cleaning that particular bowl that I had the lasagna in, then they gave me shooting pain in my rectum. Okay. Then when I was cooking the chickpeas, now they started to heat both my ears as I'm speaking. That is, they are now heating both my ears. Anyways, and this heat is like, you put a candle flame in near your ear, how that heat will feel. So this is not burning as they burn my hands or something else, or on my cheek. No, this is not burning, this is heating. So now they're heating both my ears. So now they again want to make issue about the same lasagna thing. Okay, the thing is continuing. So you see how much they are giving, like from shooting needle pain in my on the right side of my waist to shooting pain in my rectum, needle pain, then that granule, the stony granule in my mouth, and now they're hitting both the ears, okay, at the same time. So for one thing, they give me so many messages, and this is how they do the programming, okay. Then I was doing the chickpeas, right? I was doing pressure cook and all that, and they started to give me a little bit of, like, again, that rectum pain, shooting needle pain in rectum. And then when I was washing all those utensils in which I cooked, they gave me again needle pain in my rectum, and then they gave me a little bit subtle pain in my like navel area, that part also. So obviously they want to make issue about the chickpeas or about the lasagna thing or about, yeah, the rice that I'd cooked. Now they want to make issue about that too. Anyway, so now like I said, they want to make issue about anything and everything. Doesn't matter what I cook. So yeah, basically they just did all that kind of thing, but it wasn't too intense. Like the shooting needle pain that they kept giving me on the right side yesterday for 40-50 needle pains about that pasta thing. Okay, and no matter how much they give, that's not going to change, okay, the way I do it, because we love it. The way I do it, we love it. And I don't think so there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, if you want to start creating issues about everything, then you can even come up with issues with the bread and then the cookies and then the chocolates and then with anything that is available in store, because at the end of the day, everything is processed, isn't it? So if one wants, you can start making issues about all that too, but obviously when we eat chips, like say for example, when we eat potato chips, or say like the cold drink that we drink, then they don't want to make issue. Oh, then they will have like little left ear pull, like, oh, that's good, you may eat potato chips, that's fine. Oh, the so cold drink you're drinking, that's fine, we allow that, because I don't know, for whatever reason they like it. So anyway, this is how stupid programming they do. They think that I will change my behavior because of those people's stupid programming. Oh, and now they just gave me a little tweak on the right side of my neck, the way I'm saying. And probably I just outright denied that, oh, your BS behavior change is actually not working, because we know all this is coming out from Lucifer. And as even the Moses Darlington guy said, that this negative entity, he calls archons or whatever, but I call it simple Lucifer. He wants starseed's soul, and that is what they keep showing in their movies after movies and Netflix TV show. That they have this chosen one, and it's usually they're showing a girl is chosen for a sacrifice to their Lucifer. They show in Devil in Ohio series. Then they showed it in which movie was that? Oh, the Wonder movie. But at the end, they are showing as if the girl is saved, but they always put the chosen one in there, and there's always this girl who is like anointed with Jesus Christ and all that. Then they showed the similar concept in a Dutch movie where Lucifer himself comes and saves the girl, but then at the end he goes after the girl and tries to kill her, because the girl is from some other planet. So she's shown as a starseed or star visitor residing on Earth. So it's the same concept going on in all these Illuminati movies, okay? And they also use the term Lucy for their alien whom they showed in that Dutch Netherlands movie, whatever. I had seen that movie. So it's the same mind programming going on. And this Moses Darlington said, oh, God doesn't exist. We starseeds are God, and we have forgotten our own. And who calls themselves God? Freemasons. Freemasons and Illuminati people, when they get their 33rd degree, they call themselves God. Like, now we have the powers like God. So it's the same concept that Moses Darlington was giving me. But yeah, in his book, he's revealing some points that matches with the Illuminati mind programming movies, where they choose the girl as a chosen one for their Lucifer to sacrifice for their Lucifer. And yeah, so they have like, sometimes, they had used to give me twitches even at night when I used to make videos on this chosen one and all that. But you never know how, because now I'm exposing them. God knows if they are changing their plans in the midst, I'm not sure, but they are doing soul searching, because I was making a previous video about, how they synchronized all the how they do gang stalking to give me all these messages. So when a movie's being played on my TV and at a particular dialogue, either raving of the bike engine will happen, or ambulance sirens will start, or helicopter will pass right over my house. So that once it happened when I was watching the Da Vinci Code, and at 11:30 p.m. I was all alone in my house, and the nun was telling the lady that you are from Jesus Christ bloodline, and that is where, like, I was seated here in my house and there is a road here, and so was somebody really revved up such a loud engine at that particular dialogue. So like they wanted to tell me, oh, you are from Jesus Christ bloodline. Then in the movie The Wonder, they show that the girl continuously says that she's anointed with the blood of Jesus Christ. And she's surviving somehow 4 months without food and all that. Okay, so it's the same thing they keep showing. And yeah, and I knew this was all Illuminati movie, because at the end, the word chosen one has to come and all that BS always, or else somebody's burning in hell, and so for their salvation, like I have to do all this. And they twist a little bit here and there, all these stories, but it's same concept. There's a girl, there's always like something to do with Christ, and then they will bring down to chosen one words. Then I was watching another movie. It was an Indian Bollywood movie where a mother is raising a child, a grandmother is raising a child. In her hand, she's inside the water, but her hand is outside the water, and she's telling like he is the king of this world. And so then I think at that particular thing, the helicopter passed over my house. Okay. Then what happened on the third time? I was watching some other movie, and a dialogue came that we are doing soul searching. Okay. And at that particular dialogue, again, the helicopter passed over my house. All these helicopter activities started only after 2016 or 17, I believe. And I've been living in this house since 2011. I never had helicopter activities. And not to mention, they did all these helicopter activities continuous and a lot from 2000, I believe, I don't know, 16, 17, up until October of 2021, because that's when my in-laws moved. And they just did twice when my mother-in-law went to cook something. So again, they had helicopter. Oh, why she's cooking, why don't you cook? So I think she just wanted to cook for her with her own style. And so this is again the slave programming they would do. So, and then I would not even allow her, because they had programmed me with the hygienic stuff so much that I had to wash my hands so much, and I used to have a lot of flakes, and I used to wear my gloves all the time. And they were not as vigilant while touching the handles or doors or anything. They didn't used to wash hands, and so I was very careful not to allow them to even like do anything in the kitchen. I was doing all by myself. But it was just twice that, oh, now they're heating left side of my ear as I'm speaking this, that yes, we sent the 2 helicopters right when your mother-in-law went to cook, as per her recipe, that of course I didn't know, and she wanted to cook with her own style. So now they are heating my left side of my ear as I'm speaking. They are heating it too much, like it's on the intense level they are heating right now. Like I would require like an ice pack, they're heating that much. And so what I do is I like touch my hands, because my palm are always like cold. So these are always like cold, so I always try to like cool it down a little bit. But now they started to heat my ears. So yeah, and so I didn't allow them to cook, but this is what they did. Anyway, so yeah, that was the only time the helicopters came, from October 2021 to up until I believe October 2022, because in entire year, that 1 year, only 2 or 3 times I saw that military helicopters, they had totally stopped. Why? Because my in-laws were there, and my father-in-law likes to sit outside, like on our patio all the time for most of the time, so helicopters never showed up as much. But again, like I've posted all the videos recently, and now they have again started these helicopter activities. Lot of ambulance sirens had stopped, raving of the engine, everything had stopped, because he used to be outside, on the swing, uh, on my patio deck, and that's where the road is, on the back side we have a road there. So the ambulance sirens had stopped, raving of the engine. They did it, but very, very rare, it wasn't as bothering. So yeah, that. Oh, and they gave me a little bit of like kind of vertigo today. Little bit, here and there they gave me. They hit my ears as I'm making this video. So yeah, basically they are continuously doing the mind programming, the slave programming thing. Oh, you are of Jesus Christ, then you be the slave, then you be hungry and you fast and you don't eat and you be the slave, then only you can go to Jesus Christ's kingdom. Okay, I don't know why. I have nothing to do with Jesus Christ or any of this. I've never read Bible. I've never followed Jesus Christ or anything. These people want me to. Oh, because I'm so much anointed with blood of Jesus Christ. Oh, now you suffer because you are anointed with blood of Jesus Christ. So now you suffer. Now you follow whatever is written in Bible. We will make your life hell, because you are anointed with Jesus Christ, and we all are not. We're gonna burn in hell. We are the devils, and we want your soul. And we have programmed everyone. And that Moses Darlington said with such a confidence, nobody's coming to help you. Nobody will. And that is exactly what happened. I reached out to Almas Jacob, Sachin Clow, Mukesh Watts, CIA, Robert Duncan, Stephen Greer, Dr. Richard Boylan himself, many Mamta Kale, and so many different people all around. And absolutely, there was pin drop sign, and nobody, even Pastor Billy Crone. I saw that my message did go to him, but he did not reply. And so I was wondering that. Are they, first of all, I thought, are they even receiving my emails? And then I read that, okay, because one other girl in Florida was being targeted like this, where she was given cuts and these purple marks on her skin, and pulling of the eardrum and muting of the eardrums, muting of ear. She was given parallel lines and all these, parallel, whatever, synchronicities, all kind of synchronicities, even she was given. So she said that, oh, if you're emailing via Gmail, then they're not receiving it, forget it. So I had to open up a Yahoo email, and then I was sending people, and yet I wasn't receiving any reply from these people. So I was wondering, like, are they not receiving it, or somebody's blocking them not to reach out to me? It's so weird. If you're a follower of Jesus Christ, or even you're a good person, you would be worried to even see that, oh, somebody's being tortured to this level, but absolutely nothing. So it was clear that either they are being mind hacked, or they are just totally Satanist people, and they are absolute soulless people, as Darlington Moses said, that these people cannot have soul, and they are soulless people. Then only they will not answer, or unless they are hackable in the sense like, they are being captured by devil, and they're being hacked by devil at that particular moment when they open up my email, and their mind is somehow diverted. It could be that too, or they are actually being reached out and said, oh, no, you don't reply to this person. Could be anything. So in either way, and for ignoring the email, for this ignoring a torture, these people are being part of the torture program. They are taking part in this torture program. They are part of my torture, just because they ignored it. And here they sit and give lectures on Sushant Singh Rajput, and then they want to give all kind of lectures on how to talk to somebody, and and when somebody comes to you, reach out to you, you don't want to say a word. This is their hypocrisy.